Hello everyone, my name is Liu Zhenqi and my metric number is 8207449. My topic is we need to restrict facial recognition in public places. So imagine walking down the street, your face gets scanned, stored, tracked, all without your permission. This is not science fiction, it is happening today. One well-known example is Robert Wilden. In 2020, he was arrested in front of his wife and two daughters after facial recognition software wrongly identified him as a shoplifting suspect. He spent nearly 30 hours in jail before police admitting they've arrested the wrong person. Today, facial recognition technology is already used in airports, schools, and shopping centers, and by law enforcement agencies. According to the Johnson Law Center in Privacy and Technology 2023, police agencies access to facial recognition database containing millions of images, many belonging to people who have never committed a crime. Over the past few weeks, I have received reports from the National Institute of Standards and Technology (NIST) and American Civil Liberties Union (ACLU) and the Government Accountability Office (GAO) and recent academic research. Although facial recognition offers certain security benefits, the evidence clearly shows that it should be strictly restricted in public places. Why? Because it does threaten our privacy, normalize mass surveillance, and still make mistakes that can ruin innocent lives. Today, I will explain this with dangerous before presenting three practical solutions. So, begin with the foundation of this issue: our rights to privacy. First, facial recognition destroys personal privacy. Unlike ordinary security cameras that simply record events, facial recognition identifies who you are. It can follow your movements, connect them to identify, and store your biometric information identically. So according to the AI Now Institute 2023, biometric surveillance continue to expand rapidly across the United States, often without people's knowledge or meaningful consent. Your face is unique. A stolen credit card can be replaced. A hacked passport can be changed. But your face cannot. Once the biometric information is collected or stolen, you cannot simply create a new identity. That's why biometric data deserves stronger protection than almost any other form of personal information. However, privacy is not only the first thing we lose. Only constant monitoring becomes part of everyday life, something even more valuable begins to disappear: our freedom to act without fear. Second, constant surveillance becomes normal over time. When cameras watch us everywhere, we slowly stop noticing them. Eventually, we accept them. That is how freedom quietly disappears. Not through force, but through habit. According to the U.S. Government Accountability Office 2023, the federal government's use of facial recognition technology continues to expand while oversight remains inconsistent. Similarly, the Electronic Frontier Foundation by 2024 warns that widespread facial recognition discourages people from exercising basic freedoms such as peaceful protest and free expression because they fear being monitored. History teaches us an important lesson. Oppressive systems rarely appear overnight. They grow one small step at a time, usually in the name of public safety. When people never know whether they are being watched, they naturally begin to censor themselves. But surveillance alone is not the greatest injustice. The greatest danger comes when the technology gets it wrong. Because when a machine makes a mistake, an innocent person will pay the price. Third, facial recognition continues to make serious mistakes. Many people believe facial recognition is nearly perfect. The evidence says otherwise according to the National Institute of Standards and Technologies by 2024 study face recognition vendor test. The accuracy of facial recognition systems still varies depending on image quality, environmental conditions, demographic characteristics, and the algorithms being used. Independent tests remains essential before then these systems are trusted in real-world policy. These are not simply technical errors. They are human consequences. Robert Wilden lost his freedom because officers trust a computer more than proper police investigation. His case reminds us that technology should assist human judgment, not replace it. Civil rights organizations counted to one that inaccurate match that can disproportionately affect minority communities and undermine confidence in law enforcement. These three dangers are serious. Fortunately, they are not impossible to solve. With responsive law, stronger oversight, and greater transparency, we can protect both public safety and civil liberties. So 3 practical solutions can protect our rights. Solution 1 is require warrants for live facial recognition. Police should not be allowed to scan crowds whenever they choose. Just as officers need a warrant before searching someone's home, they should also obtain judicial approval before conducting live facial surveillance. Several cities have already adopted stricter rules while maintaining public safety. A warrant is an important first step, but legal permission alone does not guarantee fairness. Even when the technology is used lawfully, it must also be accurate and accountable. Solution 2 requires independent testing and automatic detection. Every facial recognition system should be evaluated by independent experts, not by the companies that sell it. If a system falls fairness or accurate standards, it should never be deployed. Facial images collected without criminal investigation should also be automatically deleted after limit period to prevent permanent surveillance database. So according to RAND Corporation by 2022 study, transparency and accountability significantly improve public trust in surveillance technologies. Yet, technical standards alone cannot solve a nationwide problem. Lasting protection requires consistent laws that apply across the entire country. The last solution is pass comprehensive federal legislation. The United States still has no single national law regulating facial recognition technology. The proper facial recognition and biometric technology Moreton Act and expect stronger limitations on federal use while allowing carefully defined experts. So according to the Pew Research Center by 2023, many Americans support stronger government oversight of facial recognition technology, and the public is ready. Now, lawmakers must act. So the finding what happens if we accurately implement these 3 solutions, the answer is simply every benefit. When we restrict facial recognition, everyone wins. And all the cooperation will restrict the facial recognition, and also everybody wins. And last, if the government and the society will pay attention to the facial recognition and be restricted, it also win. So all in all, the face is ours, not by our government, and also by the cooperation, which will protect our face. Thank you, everyone.